to me.
Information, news, and entertainment on demand.
WSRadio.com.
Welcome to Inventing a Paycheck with Mary and Heather. I'm Mary Goulet.
And I'm Heather Ryder. And now we're moving into one of my favorite topics is inspiration.
Yes, in the last segment we were talking about funny people see funny and entrepreneurs see opportunity. It kind of builds on itself.
And it is addicting.
It is.
And seeing opportunity is about also being inspired by the things that you see, the people that you meet, the solutions that you see when you see a problem. Those are all inspiring. And inspiration comes in so many different ways and forms and from so many different people and circumstances.
Yes. And typically they're right under your nose. They don't have to be far-reaching. They could be something like all those gadgets. I remember a guy who loved to golf, and he liked to smoke cigars on the golf course. But when he went to hit the ball, it's a big thing. Cigars on the golf course are...
I'm sorry, but I just was like, oh.
I know the smell.
Just the whole, ugh.
But
that's all right.
He has a
Everyone
tribe.
has a thing
He's got a tribe.
of cigar smoking golfers.
Yes.
All right, I believe you.
And he created this little gadget that would hang off the side of his bag.
No.
That would hold the cigar
No.
while he hit the ball.
No.
And he sold them.
No.
And he made money.
No.
He and his wife would package them and ship out the orders.
Seriously.
He invented a paycheck.
So he was inspired by a problem, and he found a solution. Some people are inspired by numbers, by equations, and...
I don't even compute. What does that mean? I don't even get that.
Well, we were in my husband has he has a startup that is in conjunction with his veterinary business. And we were in a meeting with some investors and the finance guy. We were talking about ingredients and all that kind of stuff in the medical side, so that all that kind of stuff inspires my husband. Mm-hmm. And then the minute we turned to an Excel spreadsheet, this guy's eyes just lit up. And we all looked at him like, because this was his jam.
Yeah.
This is what inspired him. Numbers and projections and financial modeling and all this was inspirational to him. And he just was engaged completely in the meeting. And all the rest of us went,
Oh, my God, I'm so glad he's sitting here doing this because we don't want to.
Because I don't know how to do a spreadsheet to save my life.
Oh, my God. Somebody says Excel to me, and I start to wither.
Yeah, I just see your eyes glaze over just a little bit, right?
Yeah, but if there are everybody, if we can admit who we are and write down, like take a piece of paper, 3 columns. What are my interests? What do I like to do? And then go ahead and write down the things you don't like to do. Because in every business, just like you were saying,
yes,
you need to hire or find that person who will do the stuff in the I don't like this stuff column.
Or you just have to admit to yourself that you're going to have to do some of the stuff you don't like to do.
Until you can afford to pay
Until
someone
you
else.
can afford to pay to outsource that. I don't like knowing how to adjust the choke on a 2200 Honda generator.
That's a great line. You just got to keep using that. But you learned.
I learned how to do it, and I still do it. I don't like it, but it's part of my donut business, which is a whole other story. I know we're going to get to that, and we're going to get to the whole, I know you don't like being a maid.
I clean toilets for a living and make beds and do laundry.
I know you don't like that part of that. But guess what? But you could outsource that. I mean, technically, I could outsource my generator stuff.
So I think when you invent a paycheck and you find out, wow, I like doing this. I make good money doing it, so it's worth my time
Right.
on my side hustle. We could get into this topic at another time in more depth, but you do get to a part of it that it's your baby and you don't want anyone to wreck it.
Yes. Your reviews, your VRBO reviews are based on a clean house, a clean rental.
And
you want to make sure.
Yes. Because if there's one thing said, I don't know, it was dusty on a table, they'll think the whole house is dusty. Mm-hmm. It's weird. But you're right. I can outsource that.
Right.
When I want to go through finding the right person at the right moment.
You're still going to have to manage the things that you don't enjoy.
So, then I always throw my arms up in the air and go, just let me do it. It's easier, faster for me to do it.
Such a mom thing to say.
I know it.
Oh, my gosh.
I'll just do it.
Just forget it. I'm not going to teach you how to use the dishwasher because it's just easier for me to do it. I'm not going to teach you how to make your bed because it's just easier for me to do it.
I remember when the girls were...
But that does not work for people long term.
No.
It's not good for kids long term.
Well, and I told my girls before in the permit process of getting their licenses,
Yeah.
I'm like, you have to learn how to drive the washer, the dryer, and the stove before you drive the car.
Oh, I like that line. That's a good one.
And they did, but they don't. I do it all still.
I always tell my boys, and my boys are out, basically I'm an empty nester now. They're in college and they come home and they have to do their own laundry now. Because
they're away.
Because they're away. Mommy's not there to do it for them. But they still don't turn their socks inside out. Like they take their socks off and they're inside out. And I like them to be the right side because when you put them in
I do the same thing.
I tell them so many times, would you please just turn your socks the right side out so I don't have to put my hand in your dirty sock.
Oh, gross.
Sorry, too much
That's an
information.
aside.
That's mom's. All right, so anyway, back to the side hustle. Hopefully people can relate, though.
This is going to be a call-in show that we want to hear your crazy idea. Because we want you to be crazy. It's okay. If you have a crazy idea, you're like, you know what? I like to garden, and I just don't have the right tool to do this thing over here. Make it or go find it.
Invent your paycheck.
Invent a paycheck. People do it all the time. I do it. I need to get a new car.
What's your inspiration? I mean, because people are inspired by numbers or by writings or by
Talking. Yep. My passion is radio.
I know. I think we share that
Yeah.
love of talking and people.
Yep.
I am always inspired by people. Like I love their stories. I love looking and listening to them. I really think that my muse are people.
One of my great passions is hearing someone kind of musing themselves about an idea. And with the vast experience that we've had in our career, being able to tell them, oh my gosh, well, yeah, you can do that. Start here, then turn it into this, then create this, and then go from there. And you can do it. I see it.
You see it.
I see
You
potential.
see their path for them and you see their potential. You see the opportunity for them.
Like my brother said.
You love seeing opportunity for other people, too.
Yes, I do. I love encouraging people when they bring it up. Or if I even see it and go, well, you're so good at that. Why don't you do this?
And don't you think this is what this show's about?
Yes. Yes. So
being
we're
inspired by the people that will call into the show and listen and be part of our community. And I
if
think
we
it's exciting.
can inspire people across, I mean, we used to have an international show as well as national. It was everywhere. Remember that lady who lived in a teeny tiny town in Australia and had a dial-up modem? She listened to our show because we used to do all
from Germany,
yes, mom entrepreneur,
France.
We're just broadening the scope to inventing a paycheck. You can do it. And we went to the ABC Kids Expo.
Yes.
Everything kids. So pets and kids, people will spend money on like crazy. Moms and dads invented, like one lady invented this little thing you wore on your wrist.
Yes.
So the kid could wipe their nose on their little cloth on their wrist instead of their own clothing or whatever. She made a business out of it.
There were so many great ideas there.
Oh my gosh.
And so many inventive people and and everybody seeing opportunity and potential. It's inspiring.
Well, and it makes you feel energized that you want to get up early while the kids are still sleeping. I remember that. I used to get up at 5 a.m. so I'd have 2 hours before the baby woke up. Mm-hmm. And just journal or research.
So many hours of time spent researching. Okay, but here's the problem with that. That is, you get caught in this cycle of looking what everybody else is doing and comparing your ideas or your potential to somebody else's potential, or just researching and going down the rabbit hole and looking for, maybe you're looking for a platform for your website or a solution for your website or where to sell. You just there's so much out there anymore. Research can be a real time suck too.
Yeah, so.
Oh my gosh.
I know. All right, we'll be right back on Inventing a Paycheck with Mary and Heather.
Whether you are a woman, a man, or a young person, your time in a hair salon should be special. I'm Doris Rivas Brecky, host of Daily Dialogue with Doris on WS Radio, and I look forward to those special moments at Fantastic Sam's located at 124 West Main Street in downtown El Cajon, California, and the Fantastic Sam Salon at 9723 Mission Gorge Road in Santee, California. I go to both depending on which way I'm heading out for work. Both salons are conveniently located by 2 major freeways. The Fantastic Sam's experience is always positive, uplifting, and family-friendly. Fantastic Sam stylists put your hair needs and desires first. So if you don't know Fantastic Sam's in El Cajon or Santee, California, why don't you give them a try and tell them Daily Dialogue with Doris sent you.
Do you want to be a professional coach? Are you in business trying to make a real difference with people you manage or work with? Have you started a coaching practice that isn't quite getting off the ground? Get the skills you need to be a successful coach today with the Coaches Training Program from Accomplishment Coaching. The Coaches Training Program will show you how to help others focus and be more fulfilled. Whether you want to improve your company's bottom line or create a thriving coaching practice, Accomplishment Coaching can give you the distinctions and practices you need to coach others effectively today. Accomplishment Coaching has spent 6 years developing a cutting-edge coaches training program that will have you ready to coach people professionally in just 12 months, and you don't have to take time off work to do it. To find out more about the Coaches Training Program, just call 1-888-548-6813. That's 1-888-548-6813.
I've heard this is like one of the best pizza spots in town.
Yes, it is.
I'll do a slice of pepperoni, slice of vegetarian.
You got it.
And I will pay for all of that in 3 days.
In 3 days? What's that mean?
Well, wait, you accept credit cards. That money's not going to hit your account for 3 days anyway.
I need my money quicker.
At Chase, we hear you. With Express Funding, card payments are in your Chase account the next business day. Go to chase.com/expressfunding. Chase for business, so you can.
Compensated participation. All businesses are subject to credit approval. Not all clients are eligible for next business day funding, and additional terms, conditions, and restrictions apply.
You've heard me bragging about Progressive Medical Center and how they've helped me feel so much healthier. But one thing, Dr. Agoli, that a lot of people come to you with is just unexplained pain. They just can't get any relief. Why can Progressive Medical Center's Pain Management Center help them?
First of all, we have to acknowledge that pain is for real, and you've got acute pain and chronic pain. Here's the problem. That acute pain turns to chronic, which is long-standing, and no one's getting to the root cause. There's several key diagnostic components that help us get to the root of what's causing this pain. Is it inflammation? Once we do a thorough evaluation to get to the root cause, determine if it's structural or if it's a metabolic issue. And this way, we put an individualized program for pain management involving correcting the spine, using certain injections when necessary, and we get our patients out of pain quicker, and they stay out of pain because we teach them how to live their life well.
Don't let yourself live in pain any longer. Get a hold of Progressive Medical Center today at progressivemedicalcenter.com.
Progressive Medical, this is your life, live it well.